thanks for joining me today for episode 12 of Infinite Hope. First of all, I want to wish you and yours a happy holiday season. I hope you've gotten into the spirit. As you can see, I know I have. And it's Good News Fridays, guys, because everything in the news is so negative. So we want to try and get some positivity in us, and that's why I do these videos. Before I get into it, be sure to hit that like and press that subscribe button, and be sure to comment because YouTube algorithm loves commenting now, and that would really help me out. So thank you so much, you guys. Let's get to it. Okay, so for our first story, we have astronomers discover celestial highway that could rapidly speed up travel through our solar system. Ooh. Interesting. Astronomers have discovered a celestial highway to travel through the solar system much faster than was previously possible. The development raises the prospect of rapidly sending crafts across vast swaths of space. The extraordinary superhighway network was discovered by an international team of researchers from Serbia and the United States. The routes can transport comets and asteroids nearly the distance from Jupiter to Neptune in under a decade, and a staggering 100 astronomical units in less than a century. To break that down, one single astronomical unit is roughly the distance from Earth to the Sun and is equal to about 150 million kilometers. The distance between Jupiter and Neptune is about nearly 25 astronomical units. The scientists say the network could be used to send spacecraft to the far reaches of our planetary system relatively fast and to monitor and understand near-Earth objects that might collide with our planet. Ooh, that is probably a good thing. The team observed the dynamic structures of roots, which from a connected series of arches inside what's known as space manifolds that extend from the asteroid belt to Uranus and beyond. This newly discovered phenomenon acts over several decades as opposed to the hundreds of thousands or millions of years that are typical of a solar system dynamic. Ooh, fascinating stuff, guys. So I'm going to link this article down below so you guys can check it out. But very interesting stuff coming out from scientists and astronomers. Very cool. Okay, so for our next story, we have archaeologists find vast network of Amazon villages laid out like the cosmos. Shout out to my friend Kai MFS for sending me this. He knows I love archaeology. I love archaeology stuff. Billions of lasers shot from a helicopter flying over Brazilian Amazon rainforest have detected a vast network of long, abandoned circular and rectangular shaped villages dating from 1300 to 700, a new study finds. The round villages all had remarkably similar layouts with elongated mounds circling a central plaza like marks on a clock. These latter elongated mounds, when seen from above, look like the rays of the sun, which gives them the common name sois, Portuguese word for suns. So an international group of researchers teamed up to survey the area with LiDAR, or light detection and ranging. With this technique, billions of lasers shot from overhead, in this case from a helicopter, penetrated the rainforest canopy and mapped the landscape below. Roads. Ooh, that's so cool. Very interesting stuff. So I will link the article down below. There's the helicopter. So you guys can check that out. Fascinating stuff. Some fascinating stuff also last week from the Amazonian forest as well, with the paintings on the walls and everything like that. So check out last week's episode to get that information. Okay, so for this next story here, I thought this was super cool. Ethereal sounds are emanating from the world's first piano made from plants. A Spanish startup has launched the world's first piano that's made from living plants. The remarkable instruments use flora as a biological antennas capable of perceiving changes in frequency when they are touched. This change in frequency is translated into a voltage, which is conducted by the plants, as they are natural conductors of electricity. The voltage is transformed into sound and activates the input of current from the electrical network into a circuit, giving a rise to a magical show of light and music. The installation was created by a biotech company named Bayou that makes electricity from nature. Bayou, named by the European Parliament as one of the most innovative companies in Europe, has the overall aim of making sustainable electricity from nature and also responsible for creating a biological battery powered from soil that nourishes from nature without harming it. Absolutely fascinating stuff. I did listen to the song before and it was really cool. Let's listen to it together. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. Very, very cool. I love this. And for our Good Samaritan story, which I always love, because as you know, I love human connection, and I think it's one of the most important things in life. I shout out to my friend Kai MFS for sending me this one. A FedEx driver surprised a boy with a new basketball hoop after she noticed him playing with a broken one. Aw, sweet. Every once in a while, as FedEx driver Aubrey Robinson made her regular delivery stops in the neighborhood in rural southern Indiana, she'd come across a young boy playing basketball with an old rusty bent hoop. After thinking about it for months, Robinson decided to get the boy, 11-year-old Elijah Maines, a new basketball and hoop, the best her money could buy, and had the hoop installed while the family wasn't home. With her surprise gift, she left a note. Just wanted you and your son to have the best hoop that'll grow with him and all his friends, she wrote, signing it as just one of the FedEx drivers in the area. Oh, how sweet, this lady. It's just so great. There's the note and the basketball. Oh my God, that's so cool. Here's the note. After installing the hoop and leaving the note, Robinson didn't return to the neighborhood for weeks. She thought the family wouldn't realize it was her, and she said, but she was more than satisfied to know in her heart she probably made this kid's day. It turns out she did a lot more than that. Elijah's family had gone through a difficult year with the deaths of 4 family members, his mom's boyfriend suffering from a serious injury, and his mother wrecking her car. Her gift changed their lives. Coletta Wheeler, Elijah's mom, told CNN, "I read the note and at that moment realized who it was from. I just immediately started to cry," Wheeler said. When Elijah came home and I showed it to him, he got really emotional. He got teary-eyed, but he's an 11-year-old boy, so he really didn't want to admit that he was crying. Oh. She laughed. He just sat there for about 10 minutes staring at the ball until it really touched him that she went out of her way to do something for him. There he is with the hoop. Oh, you guys, this is what human connection does for people. It didn't take long for Elijah to run outside and test out his hoop. For 9 years, ever since he was 2 years old, he has been playing with that same old bent hoop. His mother said he wouldn't miss a day without playing basketball, even if it meant waking up at 7 a.m. to play before catching a bus to school, she added. "I can't describe how much I love basketball," Elijah told CNN. "When I saw she got me a new hoop, I was shocked. Just totally shocked. It was crazy that she randomly did it for me when she could have done it to anyone else." Weeks after surprising the family with a gift, Robinson finally came around again, and the moment she did, Elijah was there waiting. I heard knocking, and when I opened the door and it was her, I just couldn't help but hug her," said Elijah. "Saw her and ran to her and hugged her too." Oh, Wheeler said. "It's been a hard year. We're so humbled and grateful she would do this for us. This has been a huge thing for our family." After giving her a card made for her, Elijah invited Robinson to a game of basketball. The two, along with Elijah's 9-year-old brother, played basketball for nearly an hour until Robinson had to go back to work. It was almost like we'd always known each other. I really bonded with the boys. They were so excited to play with me, and they were begging me not to leave by the end of it. Robinson said, "I'm just really happy they know that there's someone out there who's there for them, someone who has their back." Oh, there she is playing with the new hoop with him. Robinson's decisions to buy Elijah's new hoop brought back memories of her own days as a kid when the sport was her safe haven. Basketball was an oasis away from my life as a kid. I had a neighbor install a basketball hoop for me across the street because he knew how much I loved it. I would go down there for hours and just be shooting hoops, she said. I was bullied for years in school, so basketball was really an oasis. When I heard he had a rough year, but he was playing basketball so happily, I wasn't so shocked because I've been there. And that is just wonderful. I'm so happy for him and this lady. I love basketball too, you guys. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I'm a huge basketball fan. And when I was a kid, I used to play basketball all the time too. Just spent hours and hours playing basketball at our local park. And this basketball story really just got me in the feels. I hope it did for you guys too. And that's it for today's episode of Infinite Hope. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Before you go, please make sure to smash that like, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment. And also, as a reminder, share your great, hopeful, positive, happy stories with me on Twitter, Nina7Infinity. Tag me as Infinite Hope, and I will know what you're talking about. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy holidays. Bye.